Hello everybody, this is Harbinger, this is Wingspan, the Steam Edition, and this is my opening hand. I think there are several things to enjoy here. We have the Ruddy Duck. It lets us look at additional cards and discard one card at the end of the turn, which basically means that when you play it in the wetlands, you go from drawing one card a turn to drawing 4 cards a turn, keeping 3 of them, which is a great early game influx of power. Also, we have the Eurasian Nuthatch. It has the same, it has a similar ability. It lets you gain an additional grain every time you gain food, which means that you go from getting 1 food a turn to getting 3 food a turn, which is also pretty great. This is food that can also that counts as points, but you can at any point in the game use food cached here for points. So for actual food. So this is. These are 2 great resource advantage birds getting us from the early game. They are not that great for points in of themselves. Nuthatch works kind of, but the Ruddy Duck is just blank 0 points. So we do need something to accommodate these birds to really make it pop off. Also, we are not online for almost any of the round and goals. We can maybe get an egg on the Ruddy Duck, but that's about it. So we need to prioritize picking that up, but that should be easy considering we have a Ruddy Duck that lets us look at 4 cards. Oh, look at this! There is a red-legged partridge in the bird tray. This is a really good bird for when you just want to when you want to have a really good or really efficient grasslands turns. Playing the red-legged partridge in the grasslands and activating once gives you like 5 eggs compared to the usual 2 eggs you just get from playing a random birder, and that's just really powerful here, and that is going to be a priority for us to pick up, and it even combos pretty well with the Eurasian Nuthatch here, getting us access to the additional grains we need to play this. So we definitely have a plan there. We are first player, we can guarantee to pick up this guy, and I am strongly considering doing it, even though it would be much more efficient to do it after we have played the Ruddy Duck. But this is just such a powerful card that I am willing to do that. Now, we have the option of picking either Backyard Birder or Omnivore Expert. Usually, I will never consider playing Backyard Birder. It's just a really bad card in that it forces us to play 5 or 6 birds that are worth very few points, and yeah. So basically, you play 6 birds. If you play 7 birds that's worth less than 4 points, then basically almost all of them gain 1 more point each. So that's just a really bad payout. However, this time we are already planning to play 3 of them, so it's just like play 2 more and we will get 3 points. However, it's still a worse payoff than just flat out playing Omnivore Expert. Every Omnivore bird you pick up is going to be worth 2 more points, and yeah, I just really enjoyed that prospect here. So that actually also makes me consider picking up the Stellar's Yay here. It is a strong option for just being played as the first bird we play in the forest. It's a 7-pointer that gets us an additional grain every turn. We can use the play birds, and if we don't choose to do so, we can cache them for points, kind of like the same thing like Eurasian Nuthatch. It's just that it costs 1 more food, is worth 4 more points. That is a decent payout for the foods, and it's not like we are going to need these kinds of foods for anything else here. So yeah, let's just pick these foods here and get going. The issue here, though, is that if we want to pick up both Stellar's Jay and the red-legged partridge as our first action, we would have to spend our nectar making playing them much harder. I do, however, I know we really want to play the red-legged partridge, but destroying the nectar to play the Stellar's Jay, I think that's a tougher case to decide on. I think I'm going to do it just because I want to have a really strong follow-up after getting the eggs. So we do this, spend the nectar, take these 2 birds, and then our plan for survival is to play the ration not hatch first. Usually I prefer to play the wetlands bird first, just in case something here pops up. But now we have 4 strong plays that we are considering to playing in the correct order here, and we need to play this guy first to get the most out of our food. Because if we play the ruddy duck first, we don't have enough food to play the ration not hatch until after we take food, and that's just very inefficient. And yeah. Now we can take a nectar here, another nectar, and a grain, and then we can either play the red-legged partridge or the ruddy duck. I think the ruddy duck is gonna get it this turn, unless there are foods here we really want to pick up. We could take a nectar and the vertebrae, play the ruddy duck for the vertebrae, and have food left over for the red-legged partridge and the Stellar's Jay. I don't think that's a horrible thought there. So let's do this. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 food available. That's enough to play these 3 birds if we get access to at least 1 egg here. And we are going to be going in that direction anyway. First we need to do this partridge anyway. Getting the nectars into the grasslands ain't too bad of a deal, and we need to place some eggs here. I'm going to go and place most of these eggs in the wetlands because of the round end goal. And then we need to consider whether or not we want to play the Stellar's Jay for the points we have backed up, or if we want to take new foods. We can't really take new foods here and get what we want, and playing the Stellar's Jay before we take more food gets the most out of the take food actions we have. So I think even though we lose out on 2 points here, I think it's correct to play it for those foods rather than to keep them, especially at this stage in the game where we really want to just maximize the value down the line rather than to maximize the amounts we keep. Okay, in the bird tray here, we have a cerulean warbler and crested pigeon and a willow-bagtail. I think the willow-bagtail is an okay off habitat bird. I don't like the fact that you can get up 3 cards here, and if there is one of those that are really good, you can only take it if there are a bowl of star nests. So I usually only want to play these if I have some kind of way to draw cards after this inactivation. For example, playing it before the red duck or playing it before a tuck-draw bird. And but I'm not playing it here because we already draw 4 cards, so I don't see the reason to look at 3 more here. Cerulean Warbler I really like. It's a white card with white no powers. It's a bowl nest here for together with the Stellar's Jay, so we can get 2 of those, and I think it's just a correct card for us to pick up here. Crested Pigeon is it's a payout for us if we are looking to just take these grains at all times and never cage them, because if we end up having wanted to cage them, we can just cage it on the Crested Pigeon instead. I don't think that's a strong enough argument to pick it up, so let's just look for other stuff here. Major Mitchell's Cockatoo is quite a good card for us. We get a lot of additional grains that we can use for stuff, so and this is a 6-pointer, so that's great for us. I'm going to toss away this Song Sparrow. It's not really good in the Oceania expansion, so that's my reasoning for that. Now, which order do we do things? I think we prioritize playing out the Cerulean Warbler now. We also need to make sure we can let's see, if we play both of these, we can get up to a lot of food per turn here. I think that's priority. Let's take nectar and fish here. Reroll, take a grain, don't cache it, take the grain, and also cache a grain over here. This is now enough to play the Cerulean Warbler for us, and ooh, we even get a free one. Let's take vertebrate, so we can play both the Cerulean Warbler and the Variable. And the Variable is nicer. If we get 2 cards we want from the Warbler, we can pick one of them up again afterwards with the Variable. But yeah, let's do the Warbler first. Play this and take an egg out of the ruddy duck. And let's see, Behaviorist. For each column that contains birds with 3 different power colors. That one is hard to want to pick up afterwards with the Variable. Let's see, we know that one of the other cards already discarded is the bonus points for 6+ birds with less than 4 points, so I'm not too wild about that one either. But it's nice to know that they are there. I'm gonna take Bird Counter, just because we are all over the planning to play Mayor Mitchell's Cockatoo, and don't skip, we are picking this card, yes. And yeah, it's gonna be worth 8 points for 2 grains now, in addition to the benefits we will get from activating it. So that's a nectar for us. That's great. And I think we might as well just play this guy out. Let's spend the grain and the nectar over here. Eat these 2 eggs, I think, and go here. And let's also just lay some eggs into these nests. Spend those there to get 5 points that action. And now I think we want to look for more cards to play. We have a pretty awesome forest engine here. However, I do very much want to know which kind of food I want before activating here, and I also want a card to tuck to the Mayor Mitchell's. So let's see what we get here. Mississippi Kite, Feringe's Hawk, and we are also getting a Blade Sparrow and a Purple Gallinule. I am least likely to play a 4-point roll for maybe another point bird here, so let's toss away the Mississippi Kite. The Feringe's Hawk is just strictly better, even though it costs a little bit more food, but food is not going to be an issue for us. Or we could play the Bird Sparrow. It would get us 3 points plus another point every time it's activated. We do plan to activate this habitat less because of the red-legged partridge though, so I don't know how efficient of a conversion from resources into points this is going to be. Purple Gallinule is totally fine. It's a 7-pointer plus 2 for the Omnivore Expert, so it's a 9-pointer, and it also nets us more cards which we can tuck to stuff. So I think this is a really, really nice next play for us. However, we can't take Nectar this turn, so I think we should wait until next turn to start draw food for it. So then the question is, do we lay eggs or do we take more cards? I think it's okay to lay eggs this turn, since we very well might want to take a draw cards action as the first thing we do next turn, and just having those extra eggs won't hurt down the line. Okay, let's look at the bird tray. We have a chipping sparrow mallet and a green pygmy goose. Chipping sparrow is one of my favorite cards to have in the opening hand, but we are a long way from the opening hand now, so it's a little bit late in the game to pick that up. Same thing with the mallard, it's a 0 point. They are very low on points, both of these, and playing them now just won't be worth it. However, we can start to play the purple gallinule. I think we are going to tuck the bird sparrow to the Merich's cockatoo, so let's do that, and let's also pick up a rodent for maybe this guy. No, we are planning to play the purple gallinule. Derp. Let's see, we are in the need of a nectar and whatever and another whatever, so let's do this. Tuck the bird sparrow, reroll, and take a grain and take another grain. How are we doing? 4 points on the running goal. If we get one more white card, we can go from a shared 4 points to get 3 point lead there. I think that's a worthwhile thing for us to chase. Let's just double check. We are doing nectar, vertebrae, and grains. Okay, and let's eat egg of that bird because that's the one that is earliest going to meet its capacity. Getting another food. Let's just take a rodent off here so we can play the Fringus hawk if that is something we want to do. Hawkfinch, pink duck are some options here. Pink duck is a 6-pointer for us, so playing it would be the same thing as playing the Fringus hawk, except that this one draws us cards while this one might give us more points. Blue-gray gnatcatcher is not something I'm considering playing here. Shriek Tush, Logged Head Shriek. Let's see, Logged Head Shriek, Cautious food, Cautious points if the opponent takes gain food actions. I don't think that's going to be necessary, but it's having a higher chance to be played than the gnatcatcher. So yeah, we need to figure out the rest of our plays here. So the Fringus hawk will maybe gain us points down the line. It's mainly being played for being a 6-pointer and to get us further up here. There are no rodents in the bird feeder, so I don't know if we should bother playing the Loghead Shriek or not. Let's just play the Fringus hawk for now. It's not the perfect bird to play, but it's a 6-pointer. It gets us further up here. So next time we can activate here, we can also churn some excess food into points. Here we take another vertebrae, I think. Not giving the opponent a chance to draw a free nectar off the bat. We also need to play birds in the grasslands for this last round and goal here. To play the Loghead Shriek. I mean, it's if the opponent takes 3 more rodents from the bird feeder the next few turns, it's gonna be worth 6 points, and that's a big ask, so I think this is a no for me. Let's just try to find something else here. Bald eagle, for example, it's just straight up 9 points. That's pretty neat, and I'm already happy with that. Eastern bluebird. Now the Loghead Shriek looks a little bit more tempting here, or we could just play one of those. Let's see which one of those are most tempting. I don't think we care about this take food thing here. We don't care about the star nest. We do, however, care about this white stork having an omnivore icon, making it actually be worth 10 points for us to be played. Together with this Eastern bluebird, they're gonna combo for 14 points. We like that. That's our next plan. Also, I think going for the bald eagle, it's also going to be a great thing for us to play. We could consider playing it this turn. It's not gonna give us a huge payout on fish, but we're gonna get one of them back. We do, however, have to spend all our 5 foods we have saved up. But with that, we would steal this round and gold here, and I think that might be worth it. Or we could just play the Brybill. There are 4 discarded bonus cards, which means that the opponent also had discarded a bonus card within one of the last 2 turns. Yeah, they played Cash and Swinge. I think let's play the Brybill and keep the Bald Eagle as a play for the last round and gold. Then we can maybe get some additional nectars into these habitats as well. So let's do this, eat an egg, and see what we got here. Birds with toxic cards, not happening. Behaviorist, consecutive birds with ascending or descending wingspans. Oh, I guess we need something larger than an 81 to get points there. How's the Loghead Shriek? Ah, both of those are right. I mean, this doesn't look very promising. We could Loghead Shriek, then Eastern Bluebird into White Stork for 3 points there. Birds worth less than 4 points. Not really looking promising that either. Ah, I hate it when we whiff on a rival, but if anything, we still look like we're going to win that one, so it's not that horrible. And I think we are going to just take the Forest Data Analyst, just in case we can use that as a reason to play one of the large winged birds in the forest there. We are taking a fish, yes and thank you, so we can easier play the Bald Eagle next turn. And yeah, neither of those birds are particularly happy for us, so let's see, let's take a nectar, reroll, and a nectar. Ooh, we're gonna get a really good Bald Eagle play here, maybe. And I think we are tucking the Hawkfinch. We're not playing that. Let's see, how much food do we need? We need 2 food, we need 5 food, we need 8 food to play these 3 birds. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foods. I think grain's not particularly helpful to us. Let's cache it and also take another grain here. We are very maybe getting 2 fish from the Bald Eagle here. We actually are. That's great for me. So let's go to that. Push 3 nectars into here. We could actually afford to just do 2 of them. Spend 1 of the fish where we need them to be, since we are getting lots of fishes back here. Boom, boom. And I think we have enough food to play this guy and that guy now. So let's also do that. That's that. And the White Stork overpaying a little bit, but if we're not intending on playing more birds, we don't really care about that. Getting a free food, let's take this nectar. This nectar is going very well towards increasing our amount of nectar presence in the grasslands, and I'm just going to push eggs here. Let's see, can we draw a decent bird here? Neither of these birds do anything for us. Let's just take the Carrion Crow, roll that dice and lay 1 egg on every bird in this area, and we are just going to do the same thing all over. Discard a card, lay 4 eggs, 1, 2, 3, 4, draw a new card. Let's take the Warbler, I guess. Maybe we get a point. We actually got another point in Fergus Hawk. That's up to 5 points, and then we're laying 3 more eggs. That's 8 points from these activations here. And that's game. We didn't win that, but we tied it. It's not the worst thing in the world, and yeah, tying the forest, we should maybe have one nectars in the forest with the amount of food we were taking in, but alas, we did not. We won the 2 other servers. That's a nice 13 points from nectar, and let's see how we did for the total amounts of points here. I have a decently good feeling. We did play a lot of low-scoring birds. We actually scored 57 points from birds. I think that might be just because we had very good access to eggs, very good access to cards, very good access to food. So we could afford to play lots of high point birds. And yeah, that's a 121 game. And yeah, I just think we had a really great executed game here. We ended the game with a little bit more resources on hand than is perfectly ideal. We could maybe have gotten away with one less draw, but that's nothing to worry about much. Yeah, the white-petaled seagull was one of the payouts I was looking for to maybe play as a final bird over here. That way we could have gotten 3 more points from Forest State Analyst. I knew a few of the payouts were not possible. For example, we had the Great Horned Owl in the opening hand, so we couldn't get that again. And yeah, but it's nice to see that this one actually showed up here. I didn't mention it because if I mention every card I hope to draw, I would just be talking about bird cards the entire time. Yeah, I think we did really good here. I don't think any of the birds play we did were unnecessary, except maybe the Rybill. Maybe we could have gotten away with just playing the Bald Eagle instead of the Rybill. That's where we could have spent one more turn trying to pick up cards, and maybe we would have ended with the white-bellied seagull in our final hand. That way we could have played this one over here, and we had played 3 cards over here, and instead of a failed bonus card draw here, we could have finished this one without having drawn it. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get that much payout from Bird Counting. We didn't get that much payout from Omnivore Export either, actually. But they are easier to achieve cards than the counterparts we had choices of. I don't think we would have had particularly good luck with making Behaviorist try to work. We could have played the Logged Head Shriek instead of one of the others there. If we had, for example, had it instead of the White Stork, we could have one trigger of that, but just having the White Stork is kind of better because it's 5 points more, while this would have been, while that card would have been 3 points. So I think we did well here. I'm happy about the game, and I hope it made sense for you guys too. This has been Harbinger. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're regularly enjoying my videos, please consider subscribing, liking the video, or commenting on it what you are liking. It helps me out a lot to show that you guys are interested, and yeah, I enjoy making these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them too. It's been Harbinger again. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm signing out.